Welcome to Shorty SuperCoach. How you guys going out there? First press conference of the year, so looking forward to getting stuck into it. I actually haven't checked the ranking. I'll normally look to do these on a Sunday night, but just with the game in WA being a twilight, finished pretty late, and I'm cooked. You might be able to hear it in my voice. Shorty has pulled up rough. I am big weekend. Like I said, went to 3 footy games. It was awesome. I was flying. Shout out to all the lads that said g'day to me too. Saw a couple of the MCG, one fella at the Marble Stadium. So always appreciate when you guys say g'day. And gee, we got some ripper matches. I mean, the crowd was roaring at Carlton. Maybe that's why I'm struggling so much. Just it was go, go, go. And then I had a house party Saturday night, which I really wanted to get to, and I did, but it was just didn't stop. And then had Sunday work. Oh boy. And now my my security systems on the old laptop are going under. But anyway, we're still recording. Good. So yeah, my own fault, self-inflicted. Had a stinker of a sleep on Saturday night. Backed it up. Arvo shift for work, but TAFE was a struggle today. Shorty is struggling. But like I said, we'll normally look to do this Sunday night. But yeah, just far out. The rankings weren't out at 11, and I thought, shit, I've got to go to bed here. Otherwise, I'm going to be shot. Still am shot, but hopefully get a good sleep tonight. So before I forget, I will go live on Tuesday as well. So I'll put out a separate video just so it's very visual there for everyone and people get around it. But yes, we shall do that at 8:30 on Tuesday. So hopefully I can have you guys along. And hopefully I'll feel a little bit better, because I tell you what, the voice needs to hold up. But let's have a look at this team. So there's the team. Let's have a look at the rankings, which I haven't really had a good look at, and that's probably about what I expected. 2,200. Get out of here, Jesus Christ! Pretty solid score. Like, I was happy with it. Could have been better, but definitely missed out on a few big gun rookies. In particular, just having them, but also being on the field. So what really let me down was his backline. Shocker. So Crisp was underwhelming. I was at the game, and when you're at the game, you're never quite sure how they're going, but I was like, gee, I feel like he's been quiet, and sure enough, he was. Ridley, just shocker day for the Dons, and look, he played about 20-odd minutes in the forward line in the third quarter. I'm thinking, what the hell's going on here? Well, it might have been the fourth quarter, I can't remember, but so I think if they don't throw him around and once Stringer's back there, if the Dons play a bit better style of game, he maybe busts out a respectable 85. But Short was really good. He also went quiet. Whitfield, I didn't see that game, but just looked nothing too fantastic. Hinge was just solid, and DeConning was really frustrating. I really thought he'd have a good game. The sun was out, intercept defender, and I thought the Cats would dominate the airwaves down there. And look, he was going all right. I reckon that was about his halftime score. I don't think he scored much at all in the third quarter, and then was off with concussion, I believe. So I think he would have gone quite easily to just a solid 70, but it's not to be. So as we move into the midfield, and the midfield was really good. Really good. McRae big, Oliver really nice, Neil bang, Cripps. Wasn't it great to see Gripper on fire? Gee, I was raw. Didn't start well. He was butchering the ball. I'm thinking, oh God, I'm starting to sweat bullets. But he pulled it together. And the late inclusion of Matty Rowell, well, that turned out pretty nicely, because after Thursday, I pretty much I sacrificed George Hewitt for Rowell, and then Hewitt went so damn well, and I thought, shit, that's disappointing. But then Rowell backed it up so nicely. And Horn Francis was pretty solid, pretty solid first up game. Dacos was sensational. I didn't really see much of the Hawthorn game. I listened to a lot of it, but it's really hard to get a vibe for it. Obviously, it wasn't Ward's best scoring day, but, he'll be better for the run. Still a young player. We can't all be Nick Dacos scoring amazing scores. And Stevens, solid. McDonald, and Hoff, just solid scores, but the main thing for those guys is that they stay in the team, they make money. That's the main thing. So it's not about them getting 70s or doing a Jack Hayes and going massive first round. Let's just make sure their job security is okay. And Max Gawn wasn't amazing, but he'll be better. Grundy was really solid for the ruck. And Hugh Dixon, look, there's the real one that hurts. Look, Jack Hayes was in and out of that R3, and in the end I just thought, I heard that Paddy Ryder wasn't, too far off playing VFL, and I knew Darling and Allen were out for a long time, and I thought, look, I know Hayes had these amazing scores in the sample, but that was pretty much as a ruckman. I thought Marshall's going to do the bulk of it. Maybe Dixon will go okay, and Hayes, who knows? Tall forwards and / rucks, so hard to predict. Well, Hayes put on an absolute clinic. He was unbelievable. The marking ability, the goals, Marvel Stadium was rocking, so that was great. Not so great that he did leave my team, which was so disappointing. But it's not a disaster. I think maybe if we had less trades, I'd be a little bit more pissed off about it. But let's say that he continues to do great things. It'll be a pretty easy swap, Dixon to Hayes in a week or two. And Dunkley was really solid. Butters was great. Canelio, not so much. Solid score again. I didn't see too much of that game. Will Brodie sounds like he got a fair bit of the ball. Maybe didn't equate to the score I was hoping for. I was listening and I thought, gee, he's had a bit of it. Didn't quite equate. And Cherry seemed pretty rock solid. Again, he had more hit-outs than Goldstein. I'm not sure on the percentages, but relatively positive. And Josh Rochelle, how good was that? Some mammoth scores. And that's why I think 2,200, which would normally be an amazing first-round score, I missed out on Nick Martin on the field and Jack Hayes, so I would have lost a lot of points on that. Durden I thought he was really promising display, and Nick Martin, unbelievable debut as well. There were some ripping debuts, weren't there? And Gibcus and McCartan I didn't touch on before, but they were both really solid. So, look, overall, pretty pleased. We're no injuries. I would have preferred to have Hayes in the team, but I don't. I think it'll be an easy correct. Keeping the faith in Crisp and Ridley. You got to keep the faith in these guys. I think it wasn't every premium contributing like I feel they could, but we had some good positive signs. I feel like the structure is good. There's lots of money-making potential there on the early signs with a few of these rookies. So, fingers crossed, all the rookies and whatnot keep their spot for this week. That's the main thing I want to do. I don't anticipate any trades or anything unless something crazy comes out where a guy's injured that I'm unexpected or not expecting. So, I think largely, yeah, we'll keep this side going. I always stress, don't trade after round one, particularly on a premium. Let's not lose our marbles. We've thought all pre-season about these premiums. Let's not boot them out of our side after 1 week. So there wasn't any disasters. So I think, yeah, overall relatively happy. Definitely a below par score. But I think that was just largely off missing Jack Hayes. And a lot of people would have had Nick Martin on the field. A lot probably would have had both. So, yeah. So we'll be better for the run. Hopefully DeConning, of course, 1 week he'll miss with the concussion. I haven't really heard an update on it, but he looked really good, I felt. So I expect him to come back into the Cats team when he is fit. So, yeah, let me know how you guys went. I'd love your feedback. Like I said, this one I'll always look to get it out a bit quicker on a Sunday. It was just such a late twilight game and I was dying for bed, so I just jumped in. But, yeah, I'll wrap it up there. I'm going to, I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll have a nap. I don't know, but I'm absolutely bucket. So, hopefully I haven't sounded too awful today. Hopefully I've sounded a bit better by the time we go live. But, yeah, thanks again for tuning in. Let me know how you guys went below if you're thinking of any trades or whatnot, and we'll talk about it throughout the week. Cheers.